Okay, here's the third video. Now, one thing I want you to remember is that at the end of each row, I want you to go ahead and pull back and then pull the string. And what that does is that keeps your tension really tight. Now, with a bracelet this wide, when you go and pull on the end, it's probably enough, but that just kind of lines and locks in everything. Now, at some point, you're going to want to get rid of this, what's called the dead tail. So what you can do is go ahead and either thread a different needle, or you can take off the needle off your working thread and use it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to wrap or tuck the tail in. Now remember, this is what's called the dead tail. This is the one that was wrapped around your pinky. This is where you started. This stitch and many bead weaving stitches do not have any knots in them if you do them right. Now what we're going to do is just tuck it in through a few beads. Okay, pull it tight. I'm going to tuck it just a little farther so that you can actually see it with my big hands out of the way. Okay, and then you're going to do a circle. Okay, and what that does is stop it from slipping. Now you want to do at least 2 circles. You don't want to go overboard and have 10 circles and so much back and forth that your bracelet gets stiff, but at least 2 circles. And what this does is it allows you to be sure that your tail is tucked in enough where the beads aren't going to come back out. Again, you're not going to use knots. So if the beads start slipping, you want to make sure that there's a long tail and a long space. Now, once you're done with your second going around, roundabout, you want to go ahead and tuck your tail in just a few more beads because you don't want it right next to that loop that going around, just in case it does start coming out. Now, you can use whatever scissors you want, but I will tell you right now, very, very sharp scissors. Fireline was originally made as fishing line. It's very, very strong, and it will wreck your scissors after a certain point if you continue to do it a long time. The way to cut fireline is to put your scissors down on your work, pull the fireline, give it some tension, and cut. And what happens is even though it doesn't stretch, it kind of pulls up a little, and then when you cut it, it goes right back down there, and it's invisible. You cannot find it anywhere. Okay? So, continue your bead weaving until your bracelet's done, and go to the next video, and I'll show you how to do the ends and then some fringe.